Mining has always been the heartbeat of industrial civilization. At Trinity, the art of uncovering the hidden treasures is a journey of science, sweat, and determination. With every strike of the pickaxe and rumble of machinery, we uncover the future beneath our feet, one stone at a time. Did you know that 9% of the world's tantalum is produced in Rwanda? And Rwanda is one of the world's largest producers of tin, tantalum, and tungsten, 3 Ts. Well, there's more. Mining in Rwanda goes back to the 1930s. First, in the Musha and Hunga concessions, a prospection campaign involving hand-dug pits and exploitation into colluvial cover was implemented in the 1928 later. Cassiterite mining started in the Rutongo area in 1931. At the time, Belgian miners first worked the surface of Nyakabingo before starting underground operations in the 1960s.
Amazina yanjye nitwa Rutongo Mines. Naravutse 56. Aho naratangiye akazi muri 75 ubucukuzi bw'amabuye y'agaciro hano inyamyumba cyiteye Rutongo.
Aha turi muri Mushatano akorerwa imirimo y'ubucukuzi, tukaba turi muri level imwe muri level zigize inotano. Aha turi muri level ya mbere cyangwa se level 1, aho hakorewe imirimo y'ubucukuzi kuva kera uhereye ku bw'Ababirigi. Abacukuzi bakoraga ubucukuzi gakondo bakoresheje inyundo n'igisongo, aho bakoraga nta bwirinzi namba buhari, aho bakoraga nta banjiniyazi bahari babayobora uko bacukura. Ibyo byose ubwo bucukuzi bakoraga muri icyo gihe bwagiye bugira ingaruka nyinshi nko kubura ubuzima bw'abantu.
Mbere nta safety twagiraga, nta department ya safety yahabaga. Hari abajya bavuga ko ngo babyitaga kwishara. Twacukuraga ari amashafti y'Artisanal atagira inzego, ku buryo twajyagamo tugendeye mu bishumiko. Noneho ugasanga accident nyinshi, abantu barahanuka bagapfa inshuro nyinshi.
Yatangiye gucukurwamo muri 79. Icyo gihe ubuzima n'umutekano ntabwo ari buhari, twaracukuraga gusa, ariko ibikoresho twari dufite n'ubundi zari imashini zitobora na compresseur zari zihari, byose twari tubifite. Ariko mu gucukura nta mutekano wari uhari, kuko iteka ryose wumvaga ko kwezi kwashiraga hagize abantu bapfa, hize n'abavunika. Tumara igihe tucukura kugeza muri 86, hanyuma nge nasigaye mu bantu bari abazamu. Redemi ivutse insanga ndimo. Rutongo yaje isimbura Redemi, noneho nayo insangamo, bityo nkomezanya nayo kugeza uyu munsi. Kubera ko navukiye hano hafi, hari harabanje Somuki. Abantu babaga muri Somuki rero batangaga ibiganiro nk'igihe babaga bafite nk'akagwa barimo kunywa, bagasobanura uko bimeze. Nyuma rero tugira inyota yo kuza natwe gusaba akazi, turabitangira. Tutangira dusanzemo abandi bacukura gasegereti.
Year after year, mining in Rwanda has gone through tremendous reforms that led the sector emerge to the second highest foreign income earner in Rwanda, with the prospect of a $1.5 billion revenue by 2024.
The mining industry in Rwanda, and as a player within the mining industry, is a growing one, and a fast growing one for that matter. Starting from artisanal mining, which is where Rwanda started, we're slowly growing into semi-industrial mining, and we hope to reach a fully large-scale and industrialized mining. As we're moving away from artisanal/small-scale mining, we need to build capacity, be it expertise-wise, be it financial capacity, which is why we're encouraging investors who have that to be able to come so that we can learn from them, so that we can grow from that. And I believe that Rwanda has created a conducive environment to allow for that kind of exchange and to allow for that kind of growth as well.
Trinity Metals made the decision to cease this expansion and spearhead the industry's mechanization and professionalism.
We were sitting back and we were looking at the opportunity that we had in front of us, the mine itself, the community, the workforce, but also larger at the country writ large, and seeing that there were a series of smaller mines that were working, and some were working well, some weren't working well, but we saw the opportunity of scale, of bringing together our mine together with two other mines to create something new, something larger, something that would offer a scope and scale to Rwanda to demonstrate both to the country but also to the international mining world at large that there is real opportunity in this country. We saw something, the time and the effort that we spent to understand the complexity of Rwanda and its geology. We knew there was something greater, and the way to achieve greatness in that sense was through scale, and we wanted to bring together these three companies into something new.
Trinity Metals, despite its recent formation, is quickly becoming recognized as a pioneer in the mining industry transformation, offering it a unique opportunity to differentiate itself from Rwanda's primarily small-scale mining sector. Three subsidiary companies or Trinity Metals, namely Piran Rwanda Limited, Eurotrade International Limited, that has now changed its name to Trinity Nyakabingo Mines Limited, and Rutongo Mines Limited, are established as three separate companies with strong track record of mining and exploration of tin, tungsten, and tantalum with lithium potential.
There were a variety of challenges in putting together three different mines with three different cultures, three different geographies in the country as well. But I have a background coming from both government and also from the oil and gas industry, plus the mining sector as well, in what we call merger and integration, and putting together countries in complex places like the United States, where I'm from, or Russia, where I lived and worked for 6 years, and in Western Europe as well, that when you bring together companies, you encounter a series of challenges. I think the greatest challenges that we faced here in putting Trinity together was really to help the employees of each of the three mines to know that, first of all, they had a future. That was very important that they knew. This wasn't about cost cutting and scaling back. This was about addition, that 1 + 1 = 3. And that the way we were going to do that was by bringing the best from the three mines into this new company, regardless of which of the three historical companies they came from, or the ideas came from, that we were going to integrate this. We're going to merge the companies together, and that meant the ideas, that meant the thinking and the methodology. We were going to take the best from all three mines to create something that was truly world class. This is not just best in Rwanda, this is best globally.
The merger was the future for all the three companies. In May 2022, shareholders of those companies agreed to merge into a powerful trinity that could be the very definition of mining in Rwanda. Rutongo Mines' production was 15 to 20 tons of tin, and currently producing 50 to 70 tons of tin, concentrate at 68 to 70%, projected to increase to 200 tons in the next 5 years.
Rutongo Mine is a very, very proud history. It's been operating since the Belgian colonial times, many, many years ago. Over the years, it's been passed different ownership over the years. And in May last year, it joined the Trinity Group along with Nyakabingo Mine and Musha Mine to form Trinity Metals. During this period, over the last 2 years, significant investment has been put into Rutongo, over $20 million. And this has allowed us to sort of open up the old mining areas. And also, we're now sitting with a situation where we have 6 different mines on this complex. That investment has allowed us to put new mechanization into place, employ more people. We now employ 2,400 people at Rutongo, which is significant. Rutongo Mines went through a very, very difficult time, as all global mines did during COVID times, and for 3 years it was really basically on care and maintenance. And what was very exciting is after COVID, the investors came in, it joined the Trinity Group, and good investment has been made. And now we're starting to open up the mine. We're busy with a study to see whether we put a shaft down to the deeper levels. We're talking about 34, 35, 37 and beyond, or we put in a decline. And once we've completed that study, we can look at going even deeper. So currently out of Nanyumba, we're producing 25 tons per month. And as we go down a depth, opening up new ground, we expect to double that production. Welcome to Trinity Nyakabingo Mine. We're now on level 22, BV22, which is the main spine of the mine. And this is where we take all our production out from the mine. It comes from all the working areas. When we look at the future, what we're going to do is we're going to put down a decline from 22 level to go access the bottom levels of the mine. We're going to go into 33, 34, and this is how we're going to open up more production, and we're going to actually double the production on this mine. When you look at Nyakabingo Mine, at the beginning of 2022, this mine was producing 29,000 kilograms of wolframite. Today, we're producing 90,000 kilograms per month, which shows you the improvements that we've made over the last 18 months. And this is mainly due to the fact that we've opened up new working areas. We've invested in machinery that can help us with the mining and take the product out of the mine, and this is why we've seen this big increase. We've also created more jobs. We now have a workforce that's double the size it was 2 years ago, and as we access the bottom levels, that number will even grow. We also, at this mine, are going to be putting up a process plant in the next few months, and that'll be outside 22 level. So all the products from the mine will come out at this level. And you can see that this is a very, very nice haulage with very, very good support. And this is because we want to keep everybody safe. And this is really the main haulage that will bring all the production out.
Musha and Hunga mine production was 14 to 17 tons of tin and currently producing 20 tons of tin concentrate containing 68 to 70% tin, projected to increase to 50 tons per month in the next 3 years.
The Musha and Hunga mine is an old mine. Mining activities here started in 1928. The geology of this mine is made of pegmatites and quartz veins. So those rocks are rich in cassiterite, coltan, and we have also recently discovered lithium at Nhunga.
This is the pathway to the mine's future. This mine has been running for many years, but only down to level 4 at the main mine at Musha Tunnel. Last year, we got an international expert in to come and do a feasibility study of how we get down and how the best method to get down. We looked at possibly a shaft or a decline, and this is the plan we came up, is this decline, which we commenced a few months ago, and we've set up this decline to go down to level 9. It's also in terms of the future, in a few years' time, as we've opened up this new ground and we're bringing all our material out here, we're going to build a plant. So we're going to be able to process it, our material, which will increase production, but will also help us from an environmental perspective, that we just don't dump our production out on the ground outside. We put it through a processing plant, which allows us to get the final product that we can sell. In 2018, a significant investment was made in drilling at Musha, and a drill program down to 300 meters. Where various studies have been conducted, which has brought us to the point where we're now going to embark on a second phase drill program. But now we're going to drill down to 650 meters to see if this deposit continues at depth. And we're specifically looking for lithium. We know that tin and tantalum is there. But given the fact that lithium is such an important critical mineral for the world today, and it's so much high in demand, we believe that we can build a significant lithium mine at Musha.
Under the equity of TechMet, a UK-based private industrial company, and shareholders like US Development Finance Corporation DFC, Puran Resources and Gali Holdings representing the government of Rwanda, the three-way alliance by design has created the power of each of the three companies to achieve operational collaborations such as increased production capacity, greater supply chain power, improved career growth opportunities for employees, and stronger community and government relations. In just 1 year, Trinity has generated revenue to the economy of Rwanda through taxes, social security, and employment.
We are committed to measuring our social and environmental impact in addition to our financial performance. Here I'm talking about the triple bottom line: profit, planet, and people. In other words, we aim at conducting all our activities in a responsible and sustainable manner.
We're trying to also rehabilitate or restore the degraded land, because we are mining underground and on the surface there's a visible damages that you normally cause. So to make sure to mitigate, to manage the impacts is through a number of ways, but one of them is actually tree planting. We've planted as a group over 600,000 trees of all kinds. That means forestry, agroforestry, fruits, across the three mines. But the aim is to increase the surface area for the plant, for the forests. We need trees in so many ways. Our underground support needs trees. Also, we have the fruit trees that we can use to provide for the communities for fighting malnutrition and stunting. So it's a massive contribution to the mine. We believe whatever we do, we need to focus on how we sustainably, get our minerals from the ground, but also make sure that there's no further impact to us and the communities around us.
Mene ikintu imariye community ni ikintu cyiza cyane, ibateza imbere aho batuye. Nk'urugero naguha, abantu benshi ntago bashoboye gutangirira abana babo amashuri.
Historically, people surrounding mining communities never went to school. We want to change the narrative, and this is why we have invested into educational assistance program for Nyakabingo, people around Nyakabingo. Group Skole Shoronji has got a very huge potential. It's a very good partner because it just lives nearby the mine. Then we actually embarked into trying to help the kids, best performers that have got no means to go to school.
Ubu twishyurira abana hafi 55 amashuri. Tumaze imyaka igera ku 8 tubikora. Abo twatangiranye nabo ubu bari mu mashuri makuru. Niba nagaruka abize mining tuzabaha akazi.
Bataraturihira mbere wasangaga ku ishuri rimwe na rimwe batwirukana kubera ko wenda ababyeyi babaga batarabona ubwo bushobozi vuba, ariko tumaje kujya muri iki kirombe, tumaje kuba memba w'iki kirombe nk'abana bafasha, twigaga dufite umutekano, gutyo tukiga nta mpungenge, twiga tugafata tugashaka amanota meza nk'abandi. Nkaba nararangije umwaka w'amashuri wisumbuye, ubu tuvugana nkaba ndi umukozi wayo, nkaba nkoramo ibijyanye n'ubutekinisiye bw'amazi.
Tujya no mu mashuri yegereye mine yose, twarayabubakiye, tubashyiriramo umuriro, twabahaye inka zo gukamira abana kuko abana bakenera amata, twabubakiye fence cyangwa uruzitiro rw'ishuri ryabo.
Trinity Nyakabingo Mines yararebye isanga dufite abana bakuze cyane dukunda kwita abangavu. Abangavu bahura n'ibibazo byinshi bitandukanye, uzi yuko iyo hari igihe bageramo bagakura bakagira ibibazo bitandukanye ku mihindukire y'umubiri wabo. Icyo gihe rero biba ari ngombwa ko tubafasha. Ubu umwana w'umukobwa nta kibazo afite, turayishimira cyane kuri kiriya gikorwa cyiza yatwubakiye icyumba cy'umukobwa.
Duharura imihanda ishobora gufasha abarwayi cyangwa se ababyeyi bajya kubyarira kuri centre de santé bakagerayo bitabagoye. Tubaha inka zagira inka muri gahunda ya leta, tukaboroza umwe akagenda yoroza undi. Noneho iterambere rikomeye cyane abakozi bacu kubera ko bakora nabo bafite inkunga, batera inkunga community. Usanga amafaranga company bahemba cyangwa mine imishahara yabo nayo isubira muri community zabo. Hari coffee mine iri hariya twayeguriye umushoramari wikorera, ariko amafaranga yayo nayo yose ngira ngo ni nka $1,200,000 nayo CEO yayadivatinze muri community. Reba rero niba duha $20,000,000 akaba duhaye coffee mine nayo bigiye muri community, aggregate zose nazo yasize muri community.
90 years following the introduction of mining in Rwanda, Trinity is very proud to be part of the transformation of the mining industry in Rwanda, from the old mining practices to the modernized mining through investments. At Trinity, we take our values seriously and hold ourselves accountable to the communities where we operate and the greater good of the planet. We support the UN's mission and do our part to contribute to the global sustainability development goals. Safety is our priority. All personnel on site must wear protective gear before entering mines at all times to preserve and protect the environment.
At Trinity Metals, one of our core values is to do zero harm to our people, the communities and the planet. And to this end, there's nothing more important than the safety of our people. We believe that every visitor to our mine, every employee, every community member that comes onto our mine has the right to go home safely to their families every day.
Manuka, safety.
And for that reason, we take safety more seriously than anything else. We believe if we look after our people's safety, our people will look after Trinity Metals. So safety comes first, and when we are ensuring a safe environment, it immediately becomes a productive environment.
In terms of our community engagement, we've got our regular forums where we meet with people around us so that we get to know what they hear from about us, what do they really expect of us through regular engagements. Grievance mechanism is available in line with international best practices like IFC performance standards or World Bank performance standards. And we intend, because we believe that whatever we do, you need to have your social license to operate from the people around you. The dams actually do help us a lot because your operations will release disturbed or contaminated water. The good thing, we don't use any chemicals in our operations, but still your stability, your quality is still not that standard. So make sure that we have the sedimentation ponds below what we do, and so the dirty water can go down and decant itself, and you can pump your fresh water back to your operations.
We believe the mining industry is vital in generating job growth and inclusive economic opportunities, which is 99% local, of whom 12% are women, are empowered and enabled to lead and participate in programs that impact their well-being. We consider community members at every phase of our mining life cycle and have launched initiatives to ensure their lives are better off because of our presence.
Mine has made a huge impact in the community. The majority of all our workers come from the local communities. and we have around 15% female workers, and 80% of our workers are young. So this is a great contribution to the local community, and we intend to employ even more, and all our employees are taken through capacity building programs. We are trying to build their skills and make them ready for the transformation we have undertaken to shift from an old artisanal mine into a modern industrial mine.
We have established community-centered initiatives into the ECD Rutongo to support unemployed nursing mothers to get jobs and education for their children seamlessly.
Iyo bivuga ngo ndayishimira, siyo nshimira, ndashimira abayiyobora kuko aribo bagize igitekerezo cyo kutwumva. Mu by'ukuri baduhaye amafaranga, dukora ibikorwa byinshi by'intangarugero. Nibyo twafashije aba bana kugira ngo bashobore kwiga, dufata ababyeyi babo 56 ariko twongeraho n'abandi babyeyi 100. Ubu dufite ababeneficiaire ababyeyi 100 biteje imbere. Duhinga ibihumyo, baragurisha, duhinga inyanya, baragurisha, duhinga soya, kuko ari ibintu by'ingenzi kugira ngo turwanye malnutrition, imirire mibi n'igwingira. Nicyo kintu twagiye dusanga aha mu bana benshi. Rero iyo tutabona Rutongo ntabwo twarigomba kubishobora ibyo ngibyo, kandi twebwe tunafasha n'ababyeyi kugira ngo babigire imyumvire mu byerekeranye n'imirire myiza.
We also sponsor students in school for low-income families. We have constructed a coffee mine and roads.
Nkimara kugeramo ubwo nari ngeze mu mwaka wa 4 w'amashuri yisumbuye, twatangiye baduha ibikoresho by'ishuri harimo amakaye, inkweto, ibikapu ndetse na school fees. Byaranejeje cyane kuko kubona nk'umunyeshuri wari umenyereye kwigana musana bampa amakaye ameze neza, tubage tumeze neza ndetse n'inkweto, byaranshimishije cyane. Ndavuga nti icyo ngiye gukora ni ukwiga nshyizeho umwete, kandi koko narabikoze. Performance cyangwa se uburyo bw'imitsindire rwanjye rwarahindutse cyane, kuko ubwo birumvikana kuko nari mfite amafaranga cyangwa se nabaga nishyuriwe, nitabiraga ishuri buri munsi, ndetse kandi n'uburyo bwo gufata ifunguro ku ishuri nabwo byose narafashijwe. Ifunguro nkarifatira ku ishuri, amasomo yanjye agenda neza.
As they have opened up the gates, I could say that I've gotten more things because I've completed my studies. Then I got a job, I can support my family, I can sustain myself. There is more project aside for being a part of mining here in Rwanda. Then I'm appreciating to be in the one who is able to support the mining sector in Rwanda, but mostly here at Rutongo Mine.
We work hand in hand with the district to ensure development and prosperity of both the people and the districts in which we operate.
Ubundi kwishyira hamwe byongera ingufu. Kuba rero Rutongo Mines na Trinity Nyakabingo byashyizwe Trinity Metals mu by'ukuri ubona ko byongeye ingufu z'imikorere byaba ku musaruro. Ibyo bihita binagaruka ko ibikorwa badufashaga muri za secteurs zitandukanye biriyongera. Ikindi ntareka kuvuga ni ukongera umubare w'abakozi. Mukongera umubare w'abakozi n'abaturage bacu babongerewe ubushobozi bwo kubaho, rero bifite akamaro gakomeye cyane kumaginga cyangwa se kwishyira hamwe kwa ziriya kampani. Ni ikintu natwe twishimiye cyane hari umuhanda hari igice kitari nyabagendwa aho badufashije kubera ibikoresho bafite badufashije tugahanga umuhanda uva hejuru bugaragara ukamara ukagera hasi Rutonde n'ahantu hatagenda ubundi kuhajya byagusabaga kunyumanuka Shyorongi ukagera muri Nyarugenge ukazanyura hasi ku giti cy'inyoni ukazaca hasi kuri Nyabarongo ukaza kugera aho ngaho ariko ubu ngubu n'ahantu kuhagera ni ibintu byoroshye n'iminota 10 ntayirimo ariko nyamara n'urugendo ubundi unyuze izo nzira nababwiraga twakoreshaga isaha ubona rero ni ibintu bifite umumaro ubona ko turafatanya mu bintu byinshi cyane kuba tubafite rero ni iby'agaciro cyane iyo urebye rero ahantu bakorera wenda mpereye kuri iyo mine ya Shyorongi byonyine by'umwihariko kareba uburyo ikigo cy'amashuri kihegereye cy'urwunge rw'amashuri rwa Shyorongi ukareba icyumba cy'umukobwa bahubatse n'agaciro gifite ukareba inka babahaye ukareba uburyo bishyurira abana amashuri abana batishoboye ukareba uburyo bishyura imiryango itishoboye ubwisungane mu kwivuza ni byinshi ubona no kubakira batishoboye amazu dufite ibikorwa byinshi cyane dufatanya wakwambuka ukajya hakurya mu bice bikoreramo Rutongo Mines ureba hari nka ICD iyi gahunda y'irero ry'abana bato ubona mu by'ukuri iyo ubona ntabwo ubona aho bajya hanze ya gahunda za leta dufite dushyituma gushyira mu bikorwa cyane ko akarere ari urwego rushyira mu bikorwa gahunda zitandukanye z'igihugu baradufasha rero.
The impact of Trinity Metals in Rwanda has been an amazing impact, I can say, because as a player in mining industry, it's not just for us to generate revenue for the companies or for the country, but it's to impact the lives of locals and create employment for them. And I believe that Trinity has done just that. So not only have they employed locals, but they have trained them and they've empowered them to lead within the sector. So I believe that Trinity Metals, it's just a beginning for them, and there's more to come when it comes to Trinity Metals.
We also create a better future in Rwanda by demonstrating to other companies how they should act, what they should do, how they should treat their employees, how they should focus on safety of people as well, so that when an employee comes to work in the morning, his family knows, or her family knows, they're going to be going home at night, safe and secure. So enabling a better future has aspects that are global in nature, national in nature by helping the industry to professionalize and grow, but all the way down to the individual person and that child of those people. They see their mom and dad come home with pride in their eyes. They look in their eyes and they say, my mom, my dad has a good job in a good company that's helping our country and contributing to the world. That's enabling a better future.
Trinity Metals Group aspires to be a global mining company. In our efforts to modernize Rwanda's mining sector and introduce it to a global market, we, with the support of Rwanda Mines Petroleum and Gas, RMB. Visit our website at www.trinity-metals.com to learn more. 3 minerals, 3 mines, 1 company. We are Trinity, enabling a better future.